Do anything at all to you, cuz.
We'll let you play a few tunes so and liven up the house a small bit,
Alright,
and
okay,
afterwards. Okay, so belt away.
Yeah.
Give us a quote and one of quote with all the neighbours.
Later on, later on.
Yeah, give us Spencer did it here.
You have the tops at all, or do you need to show off?
No, no, no. Are you right? Oh, people all both great and small, attention pay to me, till I sing for you a verse or two of my sad destiny. I went down to a hiring place, a place they call the Strand. 'Twas there I hired for 9 long months with Brady from Gillan. Now the morning that I hired with him, you will plainly see him. He promised me eggs and bacon, lads, he then shook hands with me. You're welcome to me, Dinny, you're with a decent man, but little I knew what I to do at Brady's of Killan. I went to bed at Brady's, lads, I did, I toshed and rolled. The flares they made a bowl that tempt my kidneys for to hold. In scratching and in tearing, my poor hide I did tan. I roared and bawled and kicked the wall at Brady's of Killan. When I awoke next morning, lads, I heard a shocking row. 'Twas the getting up of Brady's wife, the rattling of the old sow. I could hear the old one shouting, get the water quick there, Nan. Oh, little I knew what I to do at Brady's of Killan. When I came down to breakfast, lads, the only thing I could see was a crowd of hungry children saying they've something there for me. The butter I put on my bread, no human eye could scan, and the tea I needn't mention now, 'twas Brady's of Killan. I worked out in that farm, lads, it was in the winter time. There was roads to make and dikes to scrape, to mix and scatter lime. I worked out in the farm till my hair grew like a wig. My trousers, it got long for me and the coat got wide and big. Each day I was expecting old Campbell with a van to take me to the poorhouse from Brady's of Killan. Man, oh, here, Jimmy, you'll show me better than me. But sure, I'm shy about it.
Is true, what shall we do, for our credit is running down? The humour is gone from every man, in country and in town. If you go to a dance or a treat or advance, and practice a reel or a jig, or the ladies can stay the most heathen way for to fatten the Yorkshire pig. When I was a boy, there was pleasure and joy, and plenty of milk galore. It was drank everywhere, they could not spare, for the bond of the boar. And I'm sure they will regret their conduct yet, with their rubber heels and springs. For Jim Larking they'll curse, when he lighten their purse, when he's selling the Yorkshire pig. Or from Glashna-Gloon to Glountcheroon, from Brusna to Rahee. We had slips and stores from Martinsboro to supply the whole country. His charges are small, he gives tea to them all, sweet cakes made from raisins and figs, and I hear them to say they are lazy to pay when they come to the Yorkshire pig. Oh, the men of the mill from Sweet Abbeyfield are building their castles high. Good luck to the man who live while he can, and success to the man who did. We'll all live to see, but all dire and free, and to hell with the Yorkshire pig. Come on.
This way, a dying Kerry soldier lay dying on leafy banks. He lay dying while escaping from those cruel black and tans. His comrades held him kindly, with his head upon their knee, and to them he whispered softly, take this message to Charlie. Tell my parents not to murmur that I died a hero's death, that I prayed for dear old Ireland with my last long heaving breath. Tell them I am dying quite happy, and from troubles I am free. Will you take this lonely message to my parents in Charlie? Tell my only little brother that I died a hero's death, that I prayed for dear old Ireland with my last long heaving breath. Tell him always love old Ireland and never a traitor be, and convey my last fond wishes to the brave boys in Charlie. But there is another, and of her I scarce can speak. And would she weep if she saw me here, expiring, tired and weak? She would, for she was kind to me, and good friends we used to be. Will you take this lonely message to my Eileen in Tralee? And as he spoke, his voice grew weaker, and he clasped his comrade's hand. He kissed him as a brother's, kind son of Paddy's land. A tear bedimmed his comrade's eye. Heaven be your bed, said he, for a cruel war has cruelly taken our brave eye from Tralee.
Shanahans bar. Go on, Cuss, don't let it worry you. Take it, Cuss.
Well done there. What's your name?
Mine.
And what song will you sing?
Aaron's Lovely Home.
Aaron's Lovely Home. Okay. Well done. When you're ready.
Don't be afraid of it, Cuss. Behave!
When I was young and in my bloom, my age being 21, I acted as a servant to a noble gentleman. I served him true and honest, as you may well have known, till cruelly he banished me from Erin's lovely home. The reason why he banished me, I mean to let you hear. I own I loved his daughter, and she loved me so dear. She had a princely fortune, and for riches I had none. And that's the reason why I must go from Erin's lovely home. That very night I gave consent along with her to go. And from her father's dwelling place, which proved my overthrow, the night was bright in the pale moonlight, when we both set out to roam. And wishing we'd get safe away from Erin's lovely home. When we arrived in Belfast, just at the break of day, my love, she then got ready my passage for to pay. £5,000 she counted down, saying this will be all your own. And you'll not fret for those you left in Erin's lovely home.
Who's going to sing? The lead singer, you? Can we have a small bit of quietness here? And we have Eileen Curtin and James Roach, Neelis Roach, and they're going to do a little song here, as well as acting and a little bit of singing it, called The Making of the Cheese. Okay? So we hand over to Eileen. Bit of quietness.
As I eat and drink, I'll always think of the dear happy days gone by, when each lad and lass at fair and mass had a beautiful coaxing eye. They were healthy and grand, prepared to stand the battle on the breeze. Now they're pale and wan, their colour is gone since they started to make the cheese. Says Dino some time ago,
what will we do at all? Our calves are all dead, we can bake no bread, and our bonnets are fit to fall. From drinking strong whey 3 times a day, 'tis no wonder we have disease. And I passed the remark that the dogs didn't bark since they started to make the cheese. As I passed this way St. Stephen's Day, I met with Nary Jack. She said,
Tanman down, you are run down, and your belly is tied to your back. You're not looking strong, is there anything wrong? Are you troubled with bugs or fleas?
you're a nary store, my belly is sore since they started to make the cheese. That the devil from hell with his parson's bell may tumble that creamery down.
The people at night would get a great fright,
And swear it was Bobbine Brown. But I would rejoice and raise my voice in a manner to beat the bees.
there isn't look nor grace around the place since they started to make the cheese.
So now to conclude, before I get rude, and my temper is very high, I hope that the Lord will find a reward for poor farmers when they die.
When the devil will come with his fife and drum, and he'll order them stand at ease,
It will be too late to pray.
and they'll curse the day that they started to make the cheese.
The late passing boat. Hopefully, I won't. How are you, Denny? How are you? Jude well now, Denny. Hey. Hi, Ginny. Give it an old squeeze for the camera. Give it an old kiss for the camera. Can I finish off the whole thing now? Because there's a pile of minerals. Yeah,
den tishun. Before and lie, ni chru hain on the wind. Ta na miani etiak dan usaram staglo lo dagru. She dur kjaun for nini usla går ben og pin mohru sagrarin yilis to it walla mohata mostakis movroga smochotin down that ahrish tamavarin talera eran naba garben ropin kilkanaiba tainait makhara wata tamachamman smali roid khallu molapa skamulhin pakbaira khohar leshanali tamustalin yaslufar eshlivum samala ach weg manim hinna moirach na pai perigluin mala.
Right, here we got Mrs. Llewellyn, and you're from
Knockachur,
Knockachur, and where you're home on holidays from
Kent.
Kent in England. Yeah.
Yeah.
And you're going to sing a song for us. And what's the name of the song?
The Wicklow Hills.
Among the Wicklow Hills. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Here.
The
take
Holy
away.
Close. I'm not used to mine.
Okay.
I just received a letter from my home in Ireland. The scribble saw from later was my mother's feeble hand. A house that rang with music and of laughter now is still. Dear Danny is so lonely now among the Wicklow Hills. As I gazed across the mountain, I remember moments' joy. The same old Wicklow mountains where you rambled as a boy. Your photo as a child that pictures by your bedside still. And each night I pray that you'll come back home among the Wicklow Hills. Do you remember long ago when in summer you would stroll down where the crystal waters stream to the shady waters roll? Do you recall a young companion who talks about you still. And you know who she's waiting to among the Wicklow hills. As I gazed across the mountain, I remember moments' joy. The same old Wicklow mountains where you rambled as a boy. Your photo as a child that pictures by your bedside still. And each night I pray that you'll come back home among the Wicklow hills.
And now we have Dave Reedy here from Knockatchar again. And Dave Reedy is going to sing the Lonely Bannistrand. So, quietness please.
It was on Good Friday morning, all in the month of May. A German boat lay signalling beyond out in the bay. We had 20,000 rifles all ready for to land, but no answering signal, they come from the lonely Bannistrand. No answering signal from the shore, Sir Roger sadly said. No comrades here to meet me, alas, I must be dead. But I must do my duty, and at once I'm in to land. So in a small boat he rowed ashore on the lonely Bannistrand. Now the RIC were searching for Sir Roger high and low. They found him in McInnes fort, said they, you are our foe. Said he, I am no traitor, but his trial he had to stand for bringing German rifles to the lonely Bannistrand. Now they took Sir Roger prisoner and they sailed for London town. 'Twas in the Tower they laid him, a traitor to the crown. Said he, I am no traitor, but his trial he had to stand for bringing German rifles to the lonely Bannistrand. 'Twas in a British prison that they laid him to his death. I am dying for my country, he said with his last breath. They buried him in a British Isle, far from his native land, and the wild waves sing his requiem on the lonely Bannistrand. They took Sir Roger home again in the year of 65, and with his comrades of 16 in peace and tranquil eyes. His last fond wish, it is fulfilled, for to lie in his native land, and the waves will roll in peace again on the lonely Bannistrand.
Well done, Dave Reedy there. I put it against the mic, Rachel. Do again. We'll go first the mic. Great stuff. Right, so now we. So, can we have a bit of quietness, please? I bet you no one ever heard this man singing before. He's the quietest man in town, you never heard him. So, from Ty Donohoe here, he's going to sing the Short Tarn Bullock. So.
Hello, I'm very sorry. I only can't sing. I'm only a short tarn bullock. My father a pedigree bull. My mother a cow with a record. She kept all the milk buckets full. 'Till fat summers past her I've eaten. The daisy the cow slipped my bell. Now I'm only an outlaw with a harmless price on my head. How fairer the markets. Where in the world can that be? Rances are over in Belgium, the valses are in Germany. And if we're not sold in Castleisland, or in the big town of Tralee, fairer the markets, it's a mystery to both you and me. And when I'll come under the hammer, perhaps up in Dublin's big town, and I'll meet the butcher tomorrow, he'll get my intestines pulled out. The farmers with loose inky pockets, they say this war is a fake. The sooner they fed me and sawdust, or all the small dulicks I'd make, it's often you heard them to murmur, when we're half full of Guinness to stout. Be sure, make way for the bright Harry. My name it is Mr. John Brown. I'll chart the respectable super. I'll board him right out of his pants. His name will be one that history, the bullock that nobody wants. Ty Cansing! Ty Cansing!
Right, Denny Linehan. Why are we waiting for Denny? There's one man here who will sing the Kerry Hills, is it? Stephen Roach, is it? Neelis Roach, again to sing the Kerry Hills here. Why are we waiting for Denny? All right? Right, Denny's going to sing it. No. Right. A bit of quietness, so let's please.
It is with affection and recollection I of times wander o'er memories maze. In those scenes of childhood o'er glen and wildwood, where I roamed and revelled in my bygone days. All sad memories are all excelling, and in my bosom fond thoughts instill. As the days so merry when I plucked a berry off the virgin slopes of the Kerry Hills. I have seen the Atlantic both wild and frantic. It swift's its cliffs with an angry foam. Foam back defeated by those wild winds retreated to foam and fret for our Kerry home. All sad memories are all excelling, and in my bosom fond thoughts instill. As the days so merry when I plucked a berry off the virgin slopes of the Kerry Hills. I wonder where are all my schoolmates. Some are dead and far and gone. Some are weeping in churchyard sleeping, where the wild winds beat with a lonely moan. All sad memories are all excelling, and in my bosom fond thoughts instill. As the days so merry when I plucked a berry of the virgin slopes of the Kerry hills.
All right, yeah. I was Prossish for rent, I was short of the gale, and sold my lash cow in the town of Rathkill to a crafty old farmer I met at the fair, and I called him old Johnny the jobber from Clare. When the bargain was made, lads, and the money paid down, we went for a drink before leaving the town. He drank up his porter and grinned like a bear. 'Tis like creamery milk, said the jobber from Clare. I called for another, he said, oh no, no. 'Tis foolish to be drinking that porter, you know. We'd a one bite eight for you're hungry, I swear, but there's nothing like mate, said the jobber from Clare. If you're short of tobacco to smoke the doodeen, there's tobacco in the shop right over the way, but they're wrong on the weight, for the scales are not fair. There's robbers and rogues, says the jobber from Clare. Ah, sure, the girls nowadays, they're all getting queer. They're out dancing all night and they're sleeping by day. They'll be eating the praties as sure as you're there, for the farmers are broke, says the jobber from Clare. Ah, you're right, sir, says I, the girls, they're bobbing their hair. 'Tis doing packing for straddles, says the jobber from Clare. Well, no, I must tell you about all my neighbours, even on the That's it, you don't know my neighbours. I know very well half you don't know my neighbours. There is Dinny Linhin and his son Tim. A bit louder now. There is Dinny Linhin and his son Tim, and Dan McCarthy and his brother Jim. Patty Murphy, Charlie Horn, Robert Foley and John Cronin. Mickey Haley and Bob Rourke, Teehan Murphy and Cut in the Wood. Timmy Downey, Foxy Tim, Pat McMahon and Donald Jim. Martin Teehan, Sonny Connell, Mikey Welch and Willie Connell. Pine Wright, his brother James, Larry Hickey and Mary Kane. Mickey and Wright, his cousin Con, Morris Patty and James E. John. George Collins and Judd Connor, Connie Graney and Johnny Connor. Pa, Marky and Marky Tom, Marky Teehan, Carney John. Dick McCarthy and Nick Lawson, Jimmy Flaherty and Bill and Thomas. Dan Jones and John Tammy and Teig Dunhunt in Mahoney. Bill Fleming and Bernie Graney, David Enright and Mr. Faley. Larry McCarthy and Molly Cotter, Billy and Larry and Charlie Connor. You know, Ned Reagan, his neighbour Jack and Connie Corton and Marathi Bat. Mickey Clifford and McGrady, Patsy Cotton and Joseph Haley. Con Shanahans and Davy Danger, Danny Boy and Preston and John. Mike Mahoney and Dennis Enright, Mickey and Morton, Jerry Enright. That'll do you.
And she's going to sing Kim Williamstown. Quiet, please. Song for
My bonny bark floats light and free across the surging foam. It bears me far from Minish Vale to seek a foreign home. A lonely exile driven 'neath misfortune's cruel frown. From my old home and pleasant friends round sweet King Williamstown. Whilst here upon the deck I stand and view the surging foam, kind thoughts arise within my mind of friends I'll ne'er see more, of moonlit eves and happy hours, how fast the tears roll friends so dear in sweet King William's town. I know not yet, but fondly hope where'er my footsteps roam, to cherish deeply in my heart the thoughts and love of home. Now fades the shore and on my soul the night winds sadly down. So God be with you, Ireland. Farewell, King William's town.
To the night. Yeah. From Jim Hartnett, and everybody sing along here with the Cliffs of Dooneen.
I have travelled far, far from my own native home, far away o'er the mountains, far away o'er the foam, far in all the great cities, all the likes you have seen, but none to compare with the cliffs of Dooneen. Take a view o'er the Shannon, many sights you'll see there. You'll see high lofty mountains from the west coast of Clare. From the town of Kilrush, Killaloe can be seen, down the high rocky slopes round the cliffs of Dooneen. It's a grand place to walk on a fine summer's day, to view the grand cherries that will never decay. For the rabbits and hares are all playing to be seen, making homes for their young round the cliffs of Dooneen. Very well to Dooneen, very well for a while, and to all the kind neighbours I'm leaving behind. May me soul never rest till it's laid on the green, 'neath the high rocky slopes round the cliffs of Dooneen.
Charlie!
Charlie, then again.
Come on, Charlie. Charlie, you'll sing along.
You will.
Right, Spencer. Come on. Charlie,
Along with sing Spencer Hill. You understand that. Come on, there's the community.
And we have here... Right, we have the Kerry man of the 70s.
Say something, Charlie.
Right, we have Noreen here. And a fine Kerry man. Even though they lost last Sunday, we still remember the many great years that Kerry gave us and the many fine goals that Ned. So that's what it's all about. So, right, Noreen is going to sing a song for us here, and it's called Spencer Hill.
Come on, you got to stay there now, Charlie. Last night as I lay dreaming of pleasant days gone by, my mind been bent a-rambling, to Ireland I did fly. I stepped on board the Vision and followed with the wind, till next I came to anchor at the cross at Spancil Hill. Been on the 23rd of June, the day before the fair, when Ireland's sons and daughters did all assemble there. The young, the old, the brave and the bold, their duty to parish church at Clooney, many mile from Spancil Hill. I went to see my neighbours to hear what they might say. The old ones were all dead and gone, and the young ones turning grey. I met with the tailor Quigley, he's as bold as ever still. Sure, he used to make my breeches when I lived at Spancil Hill. I paid a flying visit to my first and only love. She's as white as Annie Lily and as gentle as a dove. She threw her arms around me saying, "Bunny, I love you still." Oh, she's Ned, he's gone butter, the flower of Spancil Hill. Oh, I dreamt I held and kissed her as in the day before. You're a Johnny, you're only joking, as many a time before. The cock, he crew in the morning, he crew both loud and shrill. I awoke in California, many miles from Spancil Hill.
Eileen Curtin again. Okay.
Any other thing, a few tunes.
Right. Now, just to finish off tonight, we'll have the whole group together. Where is Terry Cuss? Come on. And they will play a few waltzes, so we want anybody who wants to go dancing.
Now, Jack,